Hello and welcome back to the channel, friends. It is great to be here and I hope you're doing well. So today we dive back into the wonderful world of WhatRogue Exile Land, this fun tactical deck builder, card battler, roguelike. So I'm excited to embark upon a new run here today, and obviously we did that first run where I had a whole bunch of fun, of course, but also learned a lot. So I'm looking to apply some of those new learnings to this new run here. We'll take it as far as we can. I mean, who knows? Maybe we can have a continuous little mini-series of this depending on how long the game actually is. And maybe we can even get that new character unlocked. Stay tuned to find out. Smash the like button if you're liking the content and want to see more. Become a subscriber if you're new here and join a growing community. If you want to get a little more connected with the community, join the Discord, link in the video description below. And with that said, I thank you so much. Let's go. Alright, so we are going to go with, of course, Brave Knight Arthur here. We do not have the second character unlocked, but, you know, if maybe we can complete the first chapter with Arthur here, we can get her unlocked, and then do a new run, of course. Pretty aware of his starting kits. Check out the first episode if you want to learn a little bit more on the mechanics of the game. I will link that in the video description below. But for now, Brave Knight Arthur, let's go, and let's do better. Alright, so our first little encounter here is with a minion. I believe this is the Fallen Knight of the Round Table, right? And one of the key things that I sort of learned in my first run is hand size, right? Like deck size. I feel like my deck was a little too crowded, a little too overpopulated in the first run, which led to downfall, right? Because you can get a lot of impactful cards in this game, obviously, and you want to be able to cycle to them as much as possible. So my thought is, let's limit our deck size as much as possible. Let's get the most impactful cards in there only, you know, not a bunch of filler stuff. And let's see if we have a little bit more success. And frankly, what I want to do is I want to stock up on these little crystals here, because they, of course, will aid us in upgrading our cards. So I'm going to be focusing on hand size and upgrading in this particular run. And let's see if we have better results. Let's go. Alright, so we have the Mad Knight of the Round Table. And what does he have? He's got Mad Chimo. He's got the defense. Okay, so he's defensive, right? I think I'm confident enough, at least early on, to definitely go for these treasures, even with, you know, a limited deck. We do have defense. We do restore at the end of battle. Let's go. Let's see what you got, pal. In fact, what happened to you, man? You fell from grace. Should have just stayed with the Knights of the Round Table. All right, so which card do we want to redraw? I mean, it looks like I could... I think I can kind of slingshot Arthur up in there. So let's keep the attack spell. Let's cycle out one Chimo. Let's keep the defense. Alright, so we actually get the other Chimo. So what we can do is we can slingshot Arthur on up. So let's throw down Chimo here. And let's use the reinforce skill on Chimo, which of course will swap them spots. And then we can still use our move to get right on this guy. What does he have? He's got counter shock 1. Effects, if your units... Excuse me, if your unit is attacked while having block, it will knock... Okay, got it. Well, he doesn't have block on him, so that's fine. Instead, we can just openly attack him, which I certainly will do. And then let's throw a shield on Arthur here. Let's actually get another Chimo down on the field. Why not? And let's go with the direct attack. Boom. All right, looking good there. Send the turn. I mean, we'll definitely get hit, but that's okay. Got the block. And we do cycle to another block here, which is great. So he's got 2 stacks of block, and of course, with his counter shock effect, he's going to knock us back. So we'll want to be aware of that for sure. So I think what we want to do is start whittling down that shield. Either that or I pull Arthur back. We summon another Chimo, because he's going to summon Chimos as well. I think maybe I do that instead, because he's got 2 block, right? I can use an attack spell on him, but that's kind of just a waste, in my opinion. So why don't we just go ahead and direct attack this guy. Let's knock him out of there. Let's equip Arthur with the sword. And let's go ahead and call this a turn. Now let's see what he does. So he's going to stand pat and then actually move up. Okay, so we get 2 attacks here and 2 defense. This is going to benefit us quite well because he no longer has defense on him. So he's going to be taking some big damage this turn. In fact, our other Chimo can get involved as well. But let's doubly protect Arthur. I want to keep his HP as high as possible. Don't want to sack HP if I can help it. And let's just hit him hard. Hit him hard, you bet. Move this Chimo over and clear the lane for Arthur. Alright, looking good. Alright, so they throw, predictably enough, throw defense back on the Mad Knight. And again, I think I find myself in a position maybe to move back. Either that or we can... I mean, we're hitting for 4. This is hitting for 2 to an adjacent enemy. There was a way I could get both of these shields off and then hit them. Doesn't look like it's going to happen, so why don't we go ahead and do this? Let's use both defenses on Arthur. Of course, we restore 5 at the end of battle, so I'm not really too concerned about it. Let's just use this magic attack. Clear one of these guys out. And we're doing just fine. So now he no longer has defenses up. We do have 1 durability on our longsword, which is going to give us enough to take him out. But just for good measure, let's go ahead and hit him with the attack spell. And let's finish him off. Alright, not bad. So let's see what we have. So this is where I want to be careful, right? I don't want to get cards that sound good, but don't really have any functionality in our deck, right? Instead, I will opt to take crystals instead. Now, we do have the Mountain Splitter. Gain Leap 2 in this turn. Transform the equipped weapon into an axe with Cleave. So Leap allows us to move past enemy units up to the displayed number of tiles, so that would be 2. And then Cleave, deal damage to enemy units adjacent to itself when attacking. I mean, I think, like, it sounds good, but the mana cost is high. I think I'm good. I don't need another Chimo the Adventurer. We have 3 of these already. In fact, the upgrades... I mean, this guy actually upgrades into a pretty formidable unit if you look. Like 5 and 6, right? Plus he gets some special skills. So maybe we look into dumping some crystals into a Chimo in our hand. Otherwise, we have the Knight Supply Officer. So at the end of the turn, heals 2 HP for the adjacent allied followers. So a commenter pointed out in the first video that this will not heal Arthur. So I don't really know how I feel about that. I'm going to take the crystal. I want to stock up on crystals. I mean, we start with Chimos in our deck. These do upgrade well. And maybe we can add like 1 real impactful card. Let's check out the Traveling Merchant though. Sometimes this guy's going to have deals for us like this defense. So I've got 2 defense cards in my deck. This is 50% off, so it's likely only going to cost 1. Yeah, I need to pay 1. I mean, that's tempting. The defense card is really, really good. Otherwise, we have the Barrier Sword. Self and random adjacent allied follower gained block 1. Interesting. So this is an equipable item that gives you block when it enters. Okay, got it. And it's got 1 attack. So it boosts your attack a little bit and gives you a block. How does this upgrade? That's the question. Block 2, okay. And then it has in all adjacent allied followers. Random. Okay. Plus it gives you counter attack as well. Interesting. I mean, it seems kind of good. What else do we have? Stone Skin Potion. These are not on sale, so they're going to be a lot more expensive. Brave Roar. Grant all allied units attack +2 in this turn. That seems pretty darn effective as well. I mean, it can be upgraded to add block and thrust or attack +3. I mean, that's pretty good, but I think I'll just grab the defense. This is a familiar card. It's one that we already have. Let's add that to our deck and face this minion. And then I want to routinely go back to the Traveling Merchant because, like, he'll have some cards on sale, right? Sometimes they're 100% off even. So obviously, that's free. So let's go ahead and let's cycle through the Chain Hammer. There's no way I'm going to be able to slingshot my way up to the boss. And let's go ahead and draw these again. Got some defense. Got Chimo. So let's go ahead and let's actually move. Let's throw Chimo out. Let's use this to switch places. Throw the sword on Arthur. And then no need to use my defense now. This guy's going to... What's he doing again? Okay, so he's got a ranged attack. Okay. And then he's got these Wandering Boys that are going to buff up his attack. So, got to get up on him quickly. It feels. Alright, so he's able to range this tile here. So we got to be careful. I mean, I could take him out. Simply put, we could just take him out. We could use a defense. I think what I'll do is we'll just focus on taking his allied units out. So let's throw the defense down. Let's move you on up. And let's attack again. And let's get a Chimo right up on him. And how about to the left side, let's move you up. And let's just kind of block him in. He does have this slash attack, so deal 1 damage to 2 different enemy targets in the range of 2. So I don't know exactly how that's going to work, but we'll find out. So he's going to use slash. Okay, got it. So he does hit Arthur for 1, but we do have +5 health regen at the end of battle. That's Arthur's innate skill. So let's get up on him and let's start hitting him. And let's see, do we move Arthur? No, I'm going to move him up here. I'll move you in the corner. Let's get some block on Arthur for sure. And let's end the turn there. Unfortunately, spells are cast by your hero, not your followers. Alright, so he does come back in the world of hurt that Arthur can bring. And we have 3 defense. Quite nice. So let's go ahead and use the attack spell. Yes. Let's hit you. Let's go with defense. Defense. Let's actually throw a defense on you as well. Let's hit you. Let's hit you. And he can't range anything from his current position. But he can use slash. So that's kind of where that slash card does come in use for him. Eliminates his range disadvantage, right? Okay, so he's in for a world of hurt now. He's got no defensive traits. We can hit him here and just simply dispatch of the enemy like so. Love to see it. We get our health back, of course. We're on our way to a level up. All right, what do we have for loot? So we have the Iron Face Knight. So attack applies vulnerable 1 and exhaust. So after use, remove the card from battle. So it's kind of a one-time use thing. It's cheap. Good attack. Good HP as well. But, you know, it's a one-time use. We have the Fencing Expert. So 3 attack, 1 HP. When he enters, he gets 1 block. What is it upgrading to? So 4 attack. So he just keeps going up in attack. When he enters, he gets block 2. I mean, that's not bad. But it's, of course, upon entry, right? So when you end your turn, whatever block you have stacked up does dissolve. So keep that in mind. Taunts. Enemy will attack a taunted unit first, okay? And then we have Guardian. Once per turn, immediately performs an extra attack against enemies that move or are summoned to adjacent tile. So that's quite compelling as well. Then he gets block 2. Interesting. 4 attack, 2 HP. I mean, I am compelled by this unit with the presence of defense in our hand, right? The block. Otherwise, we have the Castle Archer. So arching, attack range increased to X. Cannot attack adjacent units. So he's got 3 attack range with 2 damage. What is he upgrading to? So arching 3. He gets combo 3, arching 3, exhaust. So can attack X extra times per turn. Wow. 3 combo with 3 range. That's pretty insane. But only 1 attack, of course. This guy has 3 attack. Arching 3. Attack applies burn 2. I mean, it's definitely a compelling little creature for sure. I mean, I think, like, arching 3 is pretty nice, but of course, you got to make sure you keep enough space, right? But 3 range seems pretty legit. Maybe we go with the Castle Archer here. Get a little range support behind our frontline unit, Arthur. Let's do it. I'll take him. And for our new talent, we have, when your hero deals damage, ranged minions adjacent to your hero gain +1 power this turn. So that would go well with our Castle Archer that we just got. Otherwise, we have engagement skill. Your hero gains engagement 2. When an enemy unit leaves an adjacent tile, deal X damage to it. Okay, that's interesting. So if they try to, like, move around you, you simply just hit them for 2 damage. That's pretty good, actually. Swift. At the beginning of your turn, a random allied follower gains thrust 1 this turn. Move extra X times. So thrust 1. I like this one or this one. When your hero deals damage. So it's when you deal damage. Let's go with engagement. It's going to make Arthur a pretty good frontline force. We have a random event. Let's check this out. So revisit your heart. All suffering is training. So lose a spell. Draw 3 random spell cards from your deck. Then remove 1. So in my first run, I was like, why would anybody ever do that? Well, this is a way to call your deck down, right? Like you can, remove cards from your deck. Which is actually good because you can't manually do it. Otherwise, we have Penance. Yeah, HP +2 is kind of a no-brainer here at the early stages of the game. We have Mad Ninja Chimo up next. Of course, this guy has a Spore Mushroom who's going to provide healing. And then the ninja can attack, 1 extra time per turn. He's got Power Grow, +1/+1 to all allied units. And then let's see, what's this? No loot for you in this battle, but 1 random card used by you in this upgrade and this battle will be upgraded. So that might be a way to... Well, it's definitely a way to get a card upgraded. I mean, it sounds great. No loot. Let's definitely do it. Absolutely. And that's going to give him an extra ninja card called Substitute. Combo 1, enter, gain the equivalent number of layers of power, grow on Mad Ninja Chimo. Okay. I'm feeling pretty confident about this one. I think our block kit is pretty good. So let's see. We have Chimo the Adventurer here. Again, there's too much space in between us two. We can't really slingshot our way up. So let's go ahead and cycle these two out. Maybe we can get our new Castle Archer. No. We get Chimo the Adventurer times 2. So let's go ahead and throw him down. We'll throw him down second. Let's do something like this. And of course, he's going to come up and probably cast some spells. I think I'm good. No need to use my defensive spells quite yet. Unless we want to get Chimo up as bait. I mean, that's possible. Yeah, why don't we do that? And let's throw the defense on him. So he can take a hit, right? And then what it does is it, at the very least, pulls him up. Okay, so we do have the Castle Archer here. And this is definitely a guy I want to get on the field, but, you know, with this 3 range. I could take this mushroom out, which is certainly something that I want to do. I could shuffle Arthur over and take the mushroom out, and then shuffle him over and take the other mushroom out. And then we could get the Castle Archer on the field, probably over here, to start working his way up the side. I think that might make the most sense. So let's go ahead and do that. Let's shuffle you over and take this out. Yes. You over, take this out. Yes. And then let's go ahead and get you up. Let's get the Castle Archer. I mean, where's he going to go? He's going to want to attack. Does he attack from the top or from the side? I think if he comes down in here, he's in for a world of pain. If he goes here and I summon the Archer right here, I think we got to keep the Archer on the back row and to see what he can do for us. So for defense, I think we can throw the sword on Arthur. We can throw this on you, so you can at least withstand one attack. It might bait him into attacking this one. That is, of course, more damaged. We'll certainly see. Let's go. Alright, so power grow. So he gets stronger and, of course, maintains his scary combos. Alright, so we have this guy who's got just 3 HP, can be taken out with relative ease. So why don't we do this? Let's go over with you. Let's use the spell. Let's have you take out the substitute for good. Let's move Arthur up. Let's get 2 blocks on him. Let's get a Chimo on the field adjacent to the ninja. And let's hit him for a little first blood. And then I'm going to actually move my Castle Archer to the left here, because I kind of anticipate him moving back to the corner. I might get a shot on him. Never mind, he stays put and just attacks. However, I think we can finally utilize the skills of our Archer here. Boom. Very nice. And you as well. You bet. Now let's stack up some defense on our boy Arthur here. He's got a substitute and a power grow coming next turn. So let's try to do as much damage as possible this turn. Alright, very good hit. The sword does break. That's okay. Let's go. Alright, so power grow. Arthur takes a hit, but he's good at absorbing those with our defensive kit that we built so far. So 7 HP remains on this guy. He is defenseless. Be great if our Castle Archer could get into range, wouldn't it? I think I just have to kind of stay put and attack him. We're definitely going to take a hit or 2. But at least he can't get on both sides of me, because this guy's in the way. So let's attack the substitute. Let's attack him straight up. And let's get some Chimos out on the field for a little extra support. We've got the mushrooms coming down next turn. But if he goes back row, the Archer will have a run at him. Hopefully we can get an attack spell. We'll certainly see. We'll see how this shakes out. Yep, you're down. Anticipated that. We took a hit there. That's okay. He moves back but takes that engagement hit, right? And now the archer can simply just take him out. Very nice. Shaked out well. Let's take out these mushrooms. Just for a little insult to injury. And boom. You bet. Alright. Very nice. Alright, so the castle archer got the upgrade. Very, very nice. You love to see that. So he's got 3 attack now, 2 HP, arching 3. Cannot attack adjacent units. Okay, so he does have a range of 2 and 3. I thought it was just 3. I thought that was the specialty of arching, but no, cannot attack adjacent units. So he's got 2 or 3 range. Quite powerful. I'm really digging this card. Maybe we can go far with it. Let's go. Alright, so we have a Samurai Minion or the Forest Sage. Of course, this is where we can use our crystals. So let's just pop on in here and see what you have available. So let's see. So another upgrade to our Castle Archer will be 5. I mean, I don't hate the idea of a Fire Archer. I really don't. Combo 3, though, I mean, that's pretty compelling as well. Or maybe we look at getting a Chimo on an upgrade path. I mean, it'll make him a 3-4 attacker, right? And then we can get him to the next tier where he turns into a 5-6 just beast who can either burn when taking damage, gain engagement 1 this turn, right? So we do have an engagement deck on Arthur. First attack inflicts vulnerable, which increases the damage taken. I mean, I think that's an option for sure. Or these defenses, I mean, block 2. And draw a card, grant an allied unit block 2. Otherwise, the sword, how does this upgrade? Attack 3, attack 4, attack 3, durability 2, enter attack +2 in this turn. Definitely interesting. I don't think it's worth really splurging the crystals on. We did just recently get an upgrade that I think can certainly help us, but it's definitely something to return to once we have maybe a few more crystals. And what do you know? We got some free items here. Assault Potion. One of your units gets combo +1. Pay 0. You bet. The price is right on that. Greed Potion. Draw 4 cards. Certainly could come in handy. We have this Barrier Sword. Brave Roar. I think I'm good on this, but the free stuff is quite nice. So let's go to the Minion. Wandering Swordsman. He has roamed many countries seeking an opponent who can grant him a win. Well, it's not going to be us here today. What does he have? Enhance. Obtains attack 1 through 2. Okay. And he does knockback. Got it. And we got another random level up. No loot, but another level up to a card. I'm really compelled by that. I think upgrading your cards makes them very, very strong, especially with kind of a bare bones deck like we're rocking here today. So let's go with it. And let's see the proximity at which we begin in the corners, so no slingshotting involved. So let's cycle out these 3. See if we can get our Castle Archer. We do not. Let's do the same strategy as before. Do a little switcheroo. You bet. And he's going to get these Wandering Boys down, so I'm going to save the sword. We're going to save it. And let's see what he does. So he shifts over. He's going to summon up his units. And this is why I don't want to use the longsword, right? I don't want to use those charges or that durability of the longsword so early. So let's go ahead and attack. Yes. Let's move you up. Let's get a defense on you. Let's move Chimo up. Let's get the Castle Archer in the back. Let's get another Chimo on the left side. Let's go ahead and use the attack spell on you. We're in a good position here, so he's going to increase his attack. He starts with 0 attack. Did not notice that, but he will increase his attack and increase his combo ability as well. Alright, so we do take a few hits there for sure. But what do? We're kind of in a war. In fact, now he's in a really bad position. So let's move Chimo up. Chimo up. In fact, we might be able to kill him this turn, or if not, you know, critically wound him for sure. He's got us moved right on into the trap. Castle Archer. Loving that card for sure. Let's see if we can surround him. Boom. Arthur with the big hit. He's got 5 HP remaining. We are bound to take a pretty decent hit here for sure. But there's not much I can do to stave off the damage that's coming. Yeah, I mean, definitely hurts a little bit. But, of course, we still have the healing potion, and we do regen health at the end of battle. So let's just take him out promptly. Would have been nice to get at least one defense card in that last draw phase, but we didn't. All right, so what did we get? Hey, we got a Chimo upgrade. Quite nice. So now we have a, another dependable force on the front line that we can maybe upgrade further, but, furthermore, just help Arthur out. Somebody that can take defense well, all that good stuff. Let's see, do we have any more sales going on? Speed potion. Not seeing any sales, pal. I've got 4 crystals. Do I want to look at upgrading? I need 5. So we need 5 for the next tier, simply put. How does this upgrade? 3, 4, knockback, range 2, 4. Got it. Alright, well, we have an elite fight on our hands. I'm down 5 HP. I do have a healing potion. Let's take on the elite fight. So the screaming golem kept making strange noises and stuck out a saw thing like from its mouth to attack anyone who tried to approach it. So what do we have here? Real deal. No loot for you in this battle, and random one of your followers shattered in this battle will be removed. I guess I don't know why I would do that. There's no benefit to it, right? I don't get loot, and one of my random followers that are shattered, meaning destroyed, in the battle, are going to be removed from my deck for good. Maybe it's a way to remove your deck a little bit. Like, cull down your deck just a little bit, I guess, is the only potential benefit. But, yeah, I don't like that at all. It just doesn't feel value added to me. Alright, so this guy is stationary, but he will have the ability to leap. And we do get the Castle Archer starting. I think this is going to be a very strong card for us in this one. He can take him at range, of course, right? And let's see, so our starting position, we can't quite get up on him, but I'll cycle out a single defensive card. Alright, so he's got 2 Mad Chimos. So what I'm going to do is we're going to throw the Castle Archer right here. Then I'm going to move up with the Brave Arthur. And I think I'll hold on to the sword for now. And then I'm hoping to get my buffed up Chimo in my hand. And we get him right there. Very nice. Somebody to help out on the front lines, of course. Alright, so Castle Archer. What's he going to do? Deals 3 damage to a target within range of 2. Okay. Well, that's fine with me, because we got range 3, baby. Boom. Alright, Castle Archer already just a tremendous amount of value so far. So let's move Arthur up. Let's strike him. And let's get our buff Chimo out there. And I think we're about good with that arrangement. And this guy's not going to be able to move until next turn when he gets Big Leap. So we can hit him again. Good deal. Alright, so Chimo takes a hit and then gets the boulder toss at him. That's alright. Let's hit him again. I wonder where this guy is going to leap to. Let's see. Gain leap 2. So he can't go here. Right? So he will likely still be at least somewhat in range of our Castle Archer. In fact, if I move him right here, and he chooses to leap 2 this way, then, we'll stay on him. So let's go with the Chimo right here. I'm okay with that. And let's go ahead and let's hit him. Let's move Arthur up and get 2 defenses on him. I'm curious to see where this guy's going to go. Alright, so Big Leap. So he just jumps over 1 slot. And most importantly, stays on the Castle Archer. And we do get a little bit of support here with the sword. We get 2 attack spells. Can really start just pounding away at this wicked statue. He's got a Chimo that's just not adding any value at all. Alright, so good effective turn there, if I don't say so myself. Let's get a Chimo here, and why not here as well. Arthur is exposed. He will take some damage, but if the statue chooses to remain, he will be destroyed next turn. So let's do this. Hit him. Let's use our reinforce technique. Is that going to happen every single time? Once per turn. Okay, so that's the Guardian skill. If you move into his range, he will hit you, right? But we don't have to worry about that because it already procced off once. So let's be brave, Chimo. Boom. All right, absolutely excellent. And we actually managed to gain back some HP there. Sitting at 17 now. We do get a level up as well. We get some loot, and what do we have? So we have throw weapon. I think I'm good. Knight statue. So this has the guard. So this is a lot like the boss we just faced. 3 attack, 8 HP. Guardian cannot move. Once per turn, right, performs that. If you move into his zone, he attacks you. We got a Chimo the Adventurer. We got a speed potion, and we got the Space Dagger. Attack +3. Allows attacking diagonally. It's also a treasure card. So I could take this, and then I could also take another crystal. Maybe we can get our archer leveled up or our other Chimo leveled up. I love it. Let's do it. And a level up as well. So what do we have? When your hero deals damage, ranged minions adjacent to your hero gain +1 power. Killing Spray. Melee weapon attacks of your hero inflict cleave. Deal damage to enemy units adjacent to itself when attacking. I mean, that's pretty nice. I feel like Arthur has been surrounded several times. Or robust. Your hero gains knockback 1. I mean, knockback is useful because you can hit him and then summon a guy in front to stave off a potential assault in the next round. I don't mind Killing Spray. I think Shot Command is pretty good as well. Especially since our Castle Archer has anywhere from 2 to 3 range, right? Your hero deals damage. +1 power this turn. I mean, either that or we make Arthur a guy with that. Engagement and cleave. I think that's good. Alright, so looking good. Let's hit up the Traveling Merchant so far. Let's hit him up again and could get the Mountain Splitter, Leap 2, Cleave. We already kind of have Cleave. It's not the best way to spend the crystals. Let's go to the Forest Sage instead, and we got 5 crystals. Might as well upgrade. So Castle Archer. I mean, do you want to see this guy? Combo 3, Arching 3, and Exhaust. So we get a 1 use with him. But he can attack a bunch of extra times at only 1 damage. I don't really like that. Otherwise, we have attack applies, burn 2. Take X damage at the start of a turn. Burn points +1 for each move. Resetting at the end of the turn if you have not moved. That seems pretty effective. I mean, 3 attack, pretty good. Otherwise, Chimo, what are you looking at? I mean, he turns into a 5/6 creature, which is pretty insane. First attack inflicts vulnerable 1. Increases X damage from attacks. Layers decreased by 1 at the end of turn. Fire Rider Chimo. Next attack inflicts burn 1. Or we have Chimo the Brave. When taking damage, gain engagement 1 this turn. I mean, a 5 and 6 with engagement. I mean, he gets so much stronger. Let's do it. Brave Chimo. With engagement. So this will give engagement for both Arthur and Chimo. I like it. Good way to spend those crystals. Much better than, some potion or something. Story event. Let's check it out. Alright, so we do get to the shipyard, of course. And we got another random event. So let's check this out. The ground under you collapses suddenly and you fall into a dark lair. A faint glow from deep inside catches everyone's attention. So leave. You got work to do. Getting there has a 50% probability to get 2 crystals. 50% probability to remove a card from the deck. I mean, do we get greedy here? If I lose my Chimo or Castle Archer, I'm going to be pretty upset about that. I'm good. I'm good. Kind of want to roll the dice there, but I think I'm good. Alright, so we have this minion, and I think this one is the one that wiped me out in my first run. So this guy is going to gain +1 attack per 1 HP lost. Yeah, so this guy is just going to buff his attack, and then if we go with this... So let's see, what does this give him? The enemy hero gains 50% extra HP in this talent. So he gains a lot more HP. So that'll give him plus 14 HP. And he's gaining attack per HP loss. I think that's a great way to end this run early. So let's go without the extra reward there. I'm okay with that. Maybe for another creature, I'd be okay with it, but I don't think it's worth it. So I'm looking for buff Chimo. Let's go. Alright, we got the Space Dagger. And I, of course, could turn that in for more crystals, but don't really think we need to. So let's just end the turn and let's see. I think the Archer is going to, again, be pretty key. And we do get the Archer here. So do I need the Archer to... I mean, we got to take out these mushrooms because they're going to restore them. Luckily, they're pretty weak, but... the mushrooms, of course, will just replenish his HP that has been lost, right? So let's see. He's going to throw him down probably on adjacent sides there. So if I move... oh, you've already moved. So if I move you up, you can take it. I guess we would need to move the Castle Archer over to take it. So let's see what happens if I throw a Chimo here. The buff Chimo, that is. And let's give him some defense. And I'm going to hold on to the sword. Okay, so buff Chimo just deflects that attack quite nicely. And now I think we're in business. So let's shoot you down. We can move buff Chimo over. Not the best use of our buff Chimo here. Otherwise, we could go... I could throw this Chimo down. I mean, buff Chimo's got to go over. Got to throw a defense on you. Buff Chimo's got to go over. And take out this guy. Got to get Arthur up there. Got to use the attack magic. And hit him again. And of course, his power just grows and grows and grows. Pretty scary. But let's see if we can surround him and overwhelm him. Alright, so he gets berserked. And he just takes out that Chimo there. That's, I think, best possible result. Castle Archer, you're going to be needed and called upon again here, pal. Alright, great job. Buff Chimo. Could also just swap. Because he's hitting for 5, which is a really high amount of damage. So let's do this. Let's do this. Let's use this spell on you. Bang. Let's reinforce. Swap places. Yes. Let's throw defense on you. And defense on you. Don't want this guy shuffling over and attacking Arthur, of course. Let's take out you. And let's take out... well, not take out, but... let's get you down to critical. Let's go. Alright, so Berserk goes on him again. And good thing we had that defense on Arthur there. Yeah, this guy... he's definitely tricky. I mean, you can run into an absolute buzzsaw because he's hitting for 17 right now, right? Pretty insane. But no match for us. And we actually managed to refill our HP to the maximum. Quite nice. So let's see what loot we have available to us. We've got throw weapon. We have the Barrel Master. So attack 1, HP 4. Attacks inflict burn. So this guy burns. Barrel Master, Drunken Master, Spark Master. Haste, attacks inflict burn 2. One attack 7 HP. I mean, I think maybe another ranged unit would be useful. But I kind of like what we have. I mean, the Knight statue is a little compelling. I'm going to have to build up 5 more crystals to get the Archer to the next tier, of course. I'll take the crystal. Alright, Traveling Merchant. Do you have anything else for free? A Violet Potion. Spell Enhancement 1. Spells deal extra X damage. Quite nice. Certainly take it. Price is right. And the Forest Sage. Got a couple of these minions on the field. So we've got 2 fights coming up. So 3 crystals for a tier 2 upgrade. Okay. This guy. Let me just see here real quick. What does this exchange for? 3. Okay. So I could sell it, but we'll still be 1 short. I don't know. I like the Space Dagger. It allows you to attack diagonally. Lady's Iron Tooth Bat. Okay, so what's the deal with this one? Range 2. So range unit, attacks inflict burn. So as you have burn stacks on you, you don't want to move. So we've got to be careful about that. But range 2, we have a range 3 archer. I think, again, probably the key in this one. Then we have Polo Chimo, the Pineapple Chimo, if you will. Haste, knockback 1. So that means they can move and attack immediately after being summoned, and then knock you back. So I think this deck is meant to keep you at range and continuing to move upward while they just stack up burn on you. Then we got Flame Regeneration. Each point of burn on a unit on the field heals your hero for 2 HP. Interesting. But again, it's the real deal reward that I see no value in, so let's just fight it straight up. Alright, so we do have a positioning that actually works for us here. We get the Castle Archer to start with, so this is quite nice. I wouldn't mind Buff Chimo to start with. But this opening hand is actually quite nice. So let's keep it all. Because we get the Reinforce skill. So you guessed it. What are we going to do? Well, we're going to move up. We're going to move up. We're going to summon the archer in the back row. We're going to get Chimo on the front. We're going to reinforce Chimo. You bet. We will use the attack magic. Might as well throw on the Space Dagger. Hitting for 5 now, and let's cut into him. So this guy has range 2. Which doesn't necessarily mean he can't attack immediately adjacent. So that's the difference between range and arching. Just found that out today. Alright, so we do take a hit. We do get a burn stack, but I mean, I'm probably not going to be moving too far. We got these pineapple dudes on the field that are, of course, inflicting damage, but I think the DPS is going to be too great for them. Yeah, it is. We're actually able to just simply take them out. Didn't need Super Chimo, and you see the cleave effect there. Quite nice. Gotta remember I have that. Another level up. Alright, what do we have? We have Brave Slam. Deal 2 damage on an adjacent enemy unit. If the target is shattered, restore 2 HP for you. Okay. So if you kill with the Brave Slam, you get 2 permanent HP restored back to you. And this is pretty good in my mind because, you know, HP is the ultimate currency. And you don't necessarily heal. Well, with Arthur you do, right? That's a special skill, but we still have to manage and monitor our HP with diligence for sure. Otherwise, we have the Knight Supply Officer. That's adjacent allied followers, or we have the Barber Master, so this is another ranged unit. So when it enters, return a random adjacent allied follower to hand. Adjacent allied follower. Okay. I mean, I kind of like these two, Brave Slam and Barber Master. I think we have a good frontline presence with our, you know, Buff Chimo and Arthur. So maybe I use this crystal. Instead of putting it toward upgrading, we add another powerful ranged unit with 3 attack to our ranks. Let's do that. And then I think, like, I feel like my deck's pretty good there. I don't want to add too many more cards. We're already at 13. So we have Frenzy. Frenzy, take 1 damage when your turn begins and attack +2 in the turn. The effect spreads to an adjacent follower. Don't know how much I love that. Shield Proficient. Your hero loses 1 HP at the beginning of each turn and gains 1 block. Ready to Strike. Your follower gains attack +2 after being summoned until their first attack. Yeah. That's great. Great for archers. We have another minion on the field here. This guy looks like he has a paper bag over his head or something. Let's hit up the merchant. Long barrel. That's a decent piece of gear. Could always look at moving off the space dagger if we need more crystals. In fact, let me take a quick peek. So he gets 4 attack upgraded. Quite nice. Then we have haste and range +2. Wow. Can move and attack immediately after being summoned. Move, enter. He's got 6 attack. Wow. I mean, this guy seems pretty darn strong. Seems like a good target to get leveled up. I think we can kind of cross that bridge when we get there, but how about this? So 3 HP. Restore 6 HP to you. Wow. But it exhausts itself. Okay, so it's a one-time use. Alright. Interesting. Let's go and take on the witch doctor looking dude. Ah, pollen, it's toxic. So this guy likely poisons you. So Mad Wizard, attack range increased to X. So he's got 2 range. Mad Savage Berserker. Gain +1 attack per 1 HP lost. With 4 stock HP. So we're going to have to be careful with those guys. And then he's got Chain Lightning. Deal 1 damage to a unit. Repeat this effect on a new adjacent unit. Yep, just keep spreading. No loot for you in this battle, but 1 random card used by you in the battle will be upgraded. That's what's on the table if we want to up the difficulty. However, we give him Burning Potion. Deal 1 damage and burn 1 on a follower and all their adjacent units. So he'll obviously be using that on his berserkers, but I mean, am I feeling good about being able to take down a 3 HP berserker? I think so. So let's do it. Let's give it to him. We got full HP. Let's go. This guy's 37 HP though. Alright, I think we got our work cut out for us. We do get the buff Chimo though, and we get the Brave Slam as well. That's good. Let's move off Chain Hammer. Space Dagger is, of course, useful. Brave Slam, we're not going to be using attack magic in the first phase of battle, so let's move off of that. Okay, so we do get the Barber Master. So let's get him down first. Probably want to summon him first because he will return a card to the hand, right? And then we got buff Chimo here as well. So let's get buff Chimo down, who, you know, sports gaudy 7 attack when he's first summoned. Quite nice. And then let's see, this guy can move over and just summon down a couple of berserkers. So let's go ahead and swap spots. Well, I guess if he does that, we'll be in a decent position. I don't need to burn this. I think it's only a one-time use. Yeah, it exhausts after battle there. So I think we're good. There's no imminent attack. He's just going to summon some berserkers. So why don't I get the Space Dagger on Arthur? Let's call it good there. Alright, so he comes down and he shoots at range. Okay, so I did overlook the fact that he's ranged. However, Chimo is in a decent position. And furthermore, and more importantly, the Barber Master is now in position. So I think I definitely bump him over and take the shot. Absolutely. I think we get a Chimo. Either that or I suppose I could get them both. In fact, we can hit them and actually move up and start surrounding this guy. But before I do that, let's get our archer eastward there and let's move up. So what's he going to do? He's going to use Chain Lightning. So let's get buff Chimo. A little bit of block. And let's get another Chimo up here. Alright, looks good. He's being quickly surrounded. He takes out the archer. Uses Chain Lightning here, so it's going to, of course, spread. Uses the fire. So we don't necessarily want to move. However, it's like, how impactful is that, right? How much stake do I put in that? He's getting summons and a Chain Lightning next round, but we're going to be able to beat him down just a little bit here. Let's pop the Castle Archer down and take the long shot. Absolutely. Let's get buff Chimo over. For the big hit. And let's see. So you got 2 HP. Let's get a block on you because I don't like you taking frivolous damage. And let's get you down. Might as well move you up in anticipation of Buff Chimo. Diane, let's go. Never mind, let's attack with Arthur as well. Don't want to forget to do that. Let's go. Alright, so he takes 1 burn damage. Predictably enough, takes out Buff Chimo. And throws down a wall of Berserkers, and now this is where you're going to start to see their little deck in action. However, does he have enough? That's the question. I can do 4 damage with spells. We can do 3 damage here. So 6, 9. He's got 9. Perfect. In fact, what I want to do is let's make sure I take him out with the attack spell. That will restore HP. This. Bang. Absolutely. Give me that HP back. Perfect. Looking good. Let's grab some loot. Alright, we got a defensive upgrade. So grant an allied unit block +2. I mean, we'll certainly take it. Would have liked it on maybe the Mad Barber Archer guy, but we'll take it. It's a free upgrade. It does not cost crystals, of course. Got another greed potion. Draw 4 cards. Might come in handy. And the price is certainly right. 4 sage. Do I want to turn this in? If I turn it in, I can get an upgrade on our Mad Archer guy. Which is going to up his attack to 4. I mean, it seems pretty compelling. Otherwise, I could save up for a final tier Castle Archer. I mean, this guy has been the MVP for sure. I mean, this guy's been an absolute beast. But what do we get with that? We get Burn 2, which is useful, certainly. Probably more for, like, mini-boss fights, right? Or maybe an eventual boss fight. Not sure what that looks like, but I don't know. The Space Dagger is pretty good. So let's just hold on to it and see what the Delivery Thief has in store for us. Okay, Cardboard Box. What is this guy all about? Knockback 2. Okay, so he really knocks you back. He's got the Clown Hippo Chimo. Can be summoned on any unoccupied tile. Okay, so there's no summoning range for this guy. Can go anywhere. Interesting. With 3 HP and 2 attack. No range, though. And he's got the Strange Box. Okay, so this is a weapon. Enter Stunned Delivery Thief, reducing its damage taken by half. These effects disappear when this follower is shattered. Okay, got it. So we have to work through the box first. But it's got 4 attack and 15 HP. Interesting. Then the Will of Revenge. Get counterattack until the next turn begins. Okay, so this guy's going to be maybe a handful. I guess we'll see. Alright, so what's our opening kit look like? We do get the Castle Archer. Quite nice. I don't need attack magic, I don't believe. Guess it depends on where he summons these other guys. But let's take the Equip and the Castle Archer. So we got 2 of these Hippo guys coming down. So why don't we get you over? Let's get the Castle Archer on the field. And let's get a Chimo on the field as well. And just kind of see what he does. I want to keep Reinforce on me, I think. Let's go with that. Still at full HP, so not too worried about it. So he's just going to throw him right up on us. Get him right on Arthur. Okay, so we have a couple of defends. We got Buff Chimo. This guy can simply dispatch of this guy. I think we get the hit on the boss for sure. I mean, it's a 5 hit. That's a good hit. I can use my attack magic. We can take this guy down. I can summon Brave Chimo up here. We got this on you. Let's get the attack. And let's give Brave Chimo a little bit of staying power with some defense. Let's go. Let's see how you handle that. Okay, so predictably enough, he attacks him. Then he throws on counterattack. However, you know, this is the nice part about not having to worry about, you know, Brave Knight Arthur being your sole damage dealer, right? So let's move Brave Knight Arthur up. Let's get... Actually, no. Let's move you over. Let's have you hit you. Chimo's going to have to get up there, so he's got counterattack. Okay. Automatically going to attack. However, he's only hitting for 2. So I think I want to throw a defense on Arthur instead. We got this strange box coming out, and I'm not exactly sure what it does. I'm going to have to sort of learn on the go. However, a huge hit by Chimo there, and he does get, of course, afflicted with knockback. But that's okay. Because now I can throw down you right here, and then you can get in this corner and hopefully take him out. Looks like we got a unit returned to our hand as well. Let's put him right in front of Arthur there. And let's throw the space dagger on Arthur as well. Let's go. See what he does. He's going to throw down this strange box. Okay, so. Barrier. Damage on all unit is halved. Okay? This unit cannot move or take action during this turn. Okay, so this is meant to simulate him like hiding under his cardboard box, basically. And this thing has 4 attack, but 15 HP. So we're going to have to pulse down the 15 HP as quickly as possible is kind of how I read the effect. So let's move the Castle Archer over. I guess let's just focus fire down this cardboard box. In fact, it seems like, yeah, we'll be able to take it out. And then Buff Chimo can actually get a hit on it. So let's do this. Bam. And this. Yes, you bet. And Buff Chimo, what do you say? Big hit there with the 5 spot. And let's bump you back just a little bit. I mean, pretty good and effective turn there. Nothing really else to do. Got more hippos coming down. Buff Chimo gets taken out, but that's okay. Better than Arthur taking damage. Now we got all kinds of range on the field. In fact, we can just take them out with our bows. Boom. And boom. No problem. Let's go. Alright, loot. What do we have? So we got the Wizard Chimo. So he's another ranged unit, but his attacks do chain. Barrel Master. Otherwise, we have the Unhatchable Dragon Egg. So this is a follower unit. It's a treasure. Splash, range 2, cannot move. Deal damage on enemy units adjacent to the target when attacking. Okay. Alright, I mean, we definitely take that because it's a treasure card, right? Do I need kind of a melee unit? Well, I guess it has some range to it, but it can't move. Do I need one that doesn't move, or... Let's go to the random event here quick. So let's see. Brutal Training. Lose 6 HP, but upgrade 1 card. Take the Veteran. Obtain 1 random 2-star warrior follower, so 2-star. It does add another card to our deck. I think I'll lose 6 HP. And upgrade 1 card. So we can get this guy all the way up, it looks like. I think the answer on that one is absolutely yes. Otherwise, what does this do when it's fully upgraded? And draw a card. Or we could go with the Barber Master. Yeah, let's get him upgraded for sure. Make him the Burn Archer. Keep that 3 attack. Okay, excellent. Let's go to the Forest Sage. I think I will sell this. In fact, I could sell them both. Both Space Dagger and Unhatchable Dragon Egg. And then we could go ahead and get another upgrade. Now I could get the Barber Master. Start working on him. In fact, we can start working on him right now. So therefore, I don't necessarily need to move off of my Space Dagger quite yet, but we're coming into this battle with this guy who appears to be riding a duck or something. More firepower. Never mind. Okay. Pool floaty. And a hose. Naughty Jimmy. Yeah, we're coming into this one with a lot more firepower, so let's see what he's all about. Swap. At the end of the turn, make adjacent enemy units unable to move for 1 turn. Adjacent enemy units, so I can't move then. Okay, got it. Lady's Springtail. After attacking, swap positions with enemies' non-large hero units. Okay, so it's going to involve a lot of swapping and enhance. Okay. Feeling pretty confident about this one. I think our ranged units, we're doing something fundamentally wrong if they get up on us, right? So let's go ahead and cycle out these three. Hopefully we get some units to summon. Okay, we get the Barber Master. This is good. Let's throw him right there. Let's get Chimo to start heading north. Reinforce. Kind of like holding on to that. Especially with a fight where, you know, your move is restricted, right? So I think we're good here. Start the engagement like so. And we get these guys. And these guys will swap. So after attacking, swap positions. So that's what's going on. Okay, so I could attack. I mean, I think I have to take this attack. Let's take this. It's a sure thing. 6 damage. Absolutely impressive. And I definitely have to take this attack. And then we could actually move him up. Or I could summon yet another Chimo on the helm here. Let's bump you over. Let's move Arthur up. And let's get the archer behind Arthur. I like that better. Let's throw the sword on Arthur as well. And call that a turn. Alright, so attack buff, yep. Okay, so instead of swapping places, he simply just takes him out. That's okay with me. We've got some attack magic. I think I have to get my archer. Well, I suppose I could bump him over. Yeah, if we can take this guy out with maybe some attack magic or just a melee attack. I mean, I can get 4 damage on him. Yeah, why don't we do that? Bam. And move you up. And then hit you with 2 spells. Throw some defense on you. Let's get the fire archer now, right? Level 3. Boom. Apply those burn stacks, you bet. Let's move you over for another ranged attack. And yeah, feeling pretty strong. Let's go. So this guy's taking burn damage. He hits Arthur, swaps places with him. That's okay. You're in a world of trouble now, buddy. Alright, so what do we want to do? He's got 4 HP remaining. We should definitely take him out with Brave Slam. So let's hit him. And take him out with Brave Slam. Boom. Store that HP, you bet. We're back up to full health now. Quite nice. And what do we have? Sharpening. Grant a unit attack +1. I don't like the mana cost on this, right? Very expensive. Knight Supply or Castle Archer. Another one. It certainly is tempting, but I think we're kind of good where we're at, so let's take the crystal. And we have the boss. Okay. So it looks like a pirate of some sort. Interesting. Alright, so let's formulate here real quick. What does it take to upgrade you? It takes 5. I can make a total of 4. Okay. Get another greed potion. Maybe I'll have to bust out the potions in this one. I don't know, but we are full HP and we're taking on the boss. I mean, nothing we can really do at the sage with 1 crystal, so let's just take him on. Let's go head on in here. Captain Hook, who dominated the ocean, was being punished by his wife to kneel when you saw him. This greatly hurt his self-esteem. What are you all about? So sweep. When battle begins, summon a captain's wife. Upon attacking, deal damage to enemies located left and right of the target as well. Okay. So he's a large unit. Captain's wife is a 0 of 15 creature. Cannot move or act. If shattered, deals 30 damage to Captain Hook. Okay. So he's going to be throwing the captain's wife out on the field. Got to take him down. He's got defense. He's got Lady's Pet Bell. Draw an enemy follower within range 2 to the lady. Shatter it and summon a teddy bear. Teddy bear has haste and thrust. This is going to be a zany fight. Just got a feeling. I think this is one of those... Yeah. Look at how large he is. It means you can engage him from... more vectors of attack. So let's see. We're right here. He's right here. I could move over and summon. Could move over, reinforce. Space dagger him. think this is actually the perfect start for us. He's got 3 attack. I mean, it's not nothing, but... Let's get Chimo down. Let's reinforce him. You bet. Let's bump you over. Let's throw some defense on you. Let's use attack magic. Space dagger, you bet. Bang. Alright. Good opening start there. Let's go. Alright, so he gets some defense down. And hits Arthur, who just blocks the blow easily. Now we have the Barber Master. I think this guy certainly goes down. And I think I kind of... I'm getting the gist of what this fight is all about. And actually, I shouldn't have thrown him down so soon. So he's going to simply defend himself. And... You know, it'd be wise to get on the captain's wife there. So I think that's probably what I should do, but... We're actually... I mean... I think I'm good. Like, I don't necessarily have to. Got to get more units on the field for sure. So let's throw you down and throw some defense on you. Ah, not enough mana. Okay, well, that's alright. No sense in attacking this turn, though. However, he's going to create a barrier so this guy can't get up on the ranged unit. I suppose he could move over. So he's going to use the bell. Okay, so he's not going to let me in close to the captain's wife. I mean, it's going to deal 30 damage, right? So, like, that's an insane amount of damage to deal. So I think what we have to do is, let's just keep getting hits on him when he's not in a defensible spot, right? In fact, we got Buff Chimo up on the field now, so feeling pretty good about the trajectory of this. In fact, this guy might not be a big deal at all. Just surround him and beat him down. However, he does have the sweep attack, so... You know, he does get a broader hit range on us. He's got the little teddy bear coming down. Hey, let's bump you over. Let's get the shot. Okay, burn stacks. Quite nice. Let's get the shot. A teddy bear... It's going to be most advantageous to get Arthur on him, so let's move him up. Hit him. Physical strike. Let's get some defense on our boy Arthur and Buff Chimo. Buff Chimo with a giant hit for 7 and regular Chimo with the hit for 3. I'm very impressed by Chimo and the way he upgrades, and how about that? That one skill that we got, engagement, I do believe, is what took him out, and we defeat the first boss. Beautiful. So what do we have for loot? Do we have something special? Shield whacking. Select a unit attached with block and deal 2 damage on all adjacent enemies to them. Interesting. Otherwise, we got Ninja Chimo. Kind of know about him. Can combo up. You can get his attack up. In fact, Mirage Ninja. So he will swap. He's got good attack. I think I'm good. We don't really need it. We do have the Pot Man. So this is a treasure card. So it swaps. 2 attack, 5 HP. Cannot move, but it's a treasure. So we certainly take that. And then I'll take this crystal. And then what we can do is we can upgrade our other dude all the way up. We'll do that before ending this episode here. When your unit with block is attacked, knock back the enemy 1 tile. Okay, Swift. At the beginning of your turn, a random allied follower gains thrust 1 this turn. Rage. Grants 1 temporary HP to the follower upon taking damage. Let's go with Swift. Help us get into position just a little bit quicker. And that is the first boss. So what do we have? Some kind of event. Okay. Well, before we hit up that, let's exchange some stuff. So Potman, yes. Now we're going to go and upgrade the Barber Master. So we get 6 attack, 3 HP. or he gets haste. So this allows him to, of course, move and attack immediately after being summoned. But do that in place of 2 more attack, right? I think I'm okay with him not getting on the field right away and attacking. Let's go with the 6 attack Barber Master. Sounds great to me. And then we'll keep the Space Dagger for sure. It's useful. Alright, Traveling Merchant. Anything before maybe we go? Revenge. Okay, we're good on all of that. Let's go to the story event and see what unfolds here. Captain Hook, the infected. Indeed, my wife is keen on strange things. Before a plant grew out of a desert caravan member, she was interested in that thing. So leave. He spoke of desert caravan. We should check out the desert. Okay, so this might be like the next chapter. So let's do it. Continue the adventure. Entering the deadly desert. So let's pop on into the deadly desert and call this an episode. You've completed your adventure on this map. Want to proceed to the next one? Yes. No turning back. That's okay. Join me in HE double hockey stick. All right, so we got an unfamiliar looking minion and, of course, a new map. The Death Desert. It is. However, that's going to be a continuation in another episode. So thank you so much, my friends, for tuning in to some WhatRogue Exile Land. I do believe this run is a lot more efficient and streamlined and, just better, using what we learned in the first run. And, as a result of that, of course, we got a little bit farther. Still having a whole bunch of fun with this game. Get it for yourself if you like. Link in the video description below. It is a fun deck building game, and I've been having a blast. Stay tuned for the Death Desert. This one, of course, is up next. So I'm going to get on out of here, but thanks again so much for spending some time here on the channel today. I really do appreciate it. Please smash the like button if you're liking the WhatRogue and you want me to keep pumping out these episodes. I'd be happy to. Become a subscriber if you're new here and still hanging around at the, hour 10 plus mark. We'll greatly appreciate that as well, right? Join a growing community. Show your support. All you gotta do is click that subscribe button. It is free, and we upload nearly every day. So if you appreciate that in a content creator, you know what to do. You can also stay a little more connected with the community by joining the Discord, link in the video description below. If you want to learn just a little bit more about this game and how to play it, you can certainly check out the first episode we did. However, we just spent, over 70 minutes with it. So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section below. Also, of course, let me know some observations you have as well. Be curious to hear about that. So with all of that said, my friends, I'm going to get on out of here. Thanks again so much. I do appreciate it. And I'll be catching you in the next video. Thanks a lot.